Welcome back to the Armenian Museum. I'm Gary Lind-Sinanian, the museum curator. Today I'd like to share with you some background about this collection of materials here, starting with this painting. This painting, you see, it's very typical Armenian in style. It's very much in the Mado-Asarian style of painting, but it's unsigned. The artist, we don't know who the artist was. But this painting was given to us under some very unusual circumstances. An Armenian earthquake hit in Spitak in 1988. There were so many, the devastation was so extensive, and it took the Armenian diaspora by surprise. You know, how do we deal with it? How do we respond? Because they hadn't set up organizations that were ready to deal with this, including Armenians in Watertown. We wanted to help, but we didn't know how we could help. But the needs were so great, we had to be able to find a focus. But then there was a little girl from one of the survivors of the earthquake, and she went to Mass General Hospital. They brought her here for treatment. And this young girl, Lily, she was 11 years old. And so she's in the hospital, and some of the local Armenians were here from Boston to go visit her, of course. And they asked her, you know, where are you from, honey? And she said, I'm from Jrashen. Jrashen? Water Village? Yes, that's the name of my village. Jrashen, Water Village, Watertown. Oh my God. You know, the fact that we have our Armenian community here in Watertown, and there was a small village in Armenia named Jrashen, Watertown, well, that gave us a focus. Okay, we can't help everything, but we can at least help that particular town. So the Armenian community here began fundraising. They set up a big committee. I was on the committee. The committee was chaired by Dikran Koligian and Ruth Tomasian. And they did yeoman service as far as helping to coordinate everything. And when we began sending them supplies and funds, a electric generator, school supplies, many things to help this particular town, they wanted to show their gratitude. They wanted to thank us, but what can they give us to show their thanks? There was only one artisan in the town. The one man was a wood carver, and he carved a chair, but then we had problems getting the chair through customs, sent it to America. So that they went to the vernissage and they bought some little objects. These are the kinds of objects that you see when you go to the vernissage in Armenia or go to any kind of a tourist store. And they bought these to give to Watertown. They gave them to Rodney Irwin, who was the town manager at the time, and Rodney in turn gave them to the museum because what's he going to do with them? And so they're part of the museum's collection. But all these objects came from the town of Jrashen, and they did have one lady in the town who could embroider, Shushan Gregorian, and so this woman made a small little. And she made the marking on it, her name, etc. And just a little embroidery to give to Watertown, to thank Armenians of Watertown for us helping her. These are all the minutes of the committee meetings. We had lots of committee meetings. We were trying to figure out what to do and how to raise the funds and where do we spend it, and well, all kinds of issues. This is just one of many kinds of odd snapshots of Armenian life that ends up at the museum so we can preserve them for later posterity, and these will be very useful for historians. The Armenian Museum is here to share our culture and stories with you, the public. This year we celebrate our 50th anniversary. There's no better time to join the museum than now, so please consider joining us. Thank you for listening to us, and we hope that you'll join us again. If you want to find more stories like this, if you go on to YouTube, Object Show and Tell, or you can go on to our website where we have other things. Not just me talking, but also concerts, lectures, other events that Alma has been involved with. You'll find them there, and we hope that you'll come back and join us again.